It's so great when we feel that initial burst of energy and we have real momentum for a creative project. But what happens when we start to feel a little bit sluggish? And what happens when our hard drive is filling up with a lot of unfinished writing projects? Is this your first time here? Take this opportunity to ensure that you see your writing project through right to the end and subscribe for that regular weekly support that you need. So false starts, not seeing projects through, not finishing. How can we change that? Anytime we do something new, the mind builds a road. Even this gesture that I'm making, I'm doing it because there's a road in my mind from the very first time I made that gesture, so I know how to do it. I'm essentially just following the road again and again. So often what can happen if we're in this cycle of I feel an idea, I feel really inspired, I get some words down, and then I get to a certain point and I always give up. So think about it. We have built a road up until here, and then the road stops. So maybe the project runs out of budget and we don't think, let's raise some more. Or maybe the project shows up a design fault and we don't think, okay, I need to sit down and redesign. We just stop. So what do we do? Because essentially we now have a road in our mind that always has that same beginning. Whenever we feel the inspiration, the mind will put us on that same road. But the fact is the road only goes so far. And then there's a dead end or there's a steep drop. And so we stop. So the first thing to do is to begin to remember projects that you have seen through. And when I work with this specifically with clients, often the response I get in the initial is, there aren't any. I can't think of anything. That's because you're at the dead end at the moment. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a writing project. It can be something completely different. It can even be something like making supper. So for example, if you have made your supper, you know that you got beyond the point of laying out the ingredients. You actually chopped the ingredients up, you put them in the saucepan, you cooked them, and then you sat down and you ate them. So essentially what you're doing there is you're in the writing project and you are beginning to think, oh, here we go, this feels familiar, I can feel that dead end coming up. And then what you do is you start to think about something that you have seen through to completion. So I'm imagining, right, I'm taking those ingredients out of the fridge as I did last night or the night before. I'm chopping them up, I'm putting them in the saucepan, and now I'm sitting down at the table and I'm eating the meal. So essentially what you're doing is you're showing the brain how to build the road. You're essentially saying here is how to continue in this project. So you're transplanting a road from somewhere else into the project that you currently need. It's such a lovely little technique and it's so simple and it works when we begin to use it with a regular habit. So we really start to ingrain that belief that when we reach the dead end, it doesn't mean the end. It just means, okay, I need to remind myself how I usually continue from this moment onwards. It's such a lovely technique, and when you join my online group coaching program, you're going to learn many more techniques like this that are going to keep you on that road to writing your novel and that are going to show you how to keep building that road bit by bit until you finally get to that destination. Whether that destination is, I love the way that I write, whether that destination is a publishing deal, whether that destination is simply, I now have the confidence to get up every day and sit down and work on my novel and know that I'm going to be able to finish it. The online program is such a wonderful gift to give to you writers in the way that I know that it's that perfect support for you to achieve that writing goal. Not only do you have online webinars, but you will also have a monthly video, which will be an interview with an industry professional that I just don't share anywhere else. I do hope that you'll join me. Either way, I will always see you on Mondays for these little tidbits of writing advice. So take care, and I'll see you in a week. It's 2019 and you still haven't written your novel. You dread the question, how's the writing? And time is running out. But let me tell you something. You don't have to do it alone. It's that simple. This could be the year you finally write just the way you want.
Imagine that